Southern Mexico. The beautiful beaches, those warm sea breezes, fresh seafood delicacies, and all-night tribal beats. But buried in this jungle lies so much more. Join ECCO Shoes and I as we venture deep into the Yucatan Peninsula to discover the land of the gods. First called Zama, meaning place of the dawning sun, this original Mayan settlement is found just a few kilometers north of the now famous hotel zone. It was in the early 1800s when Spanish colonists explored Mexico that this city on the beach with a giant 28-foot thick wall rising 16 feet into the air was given the name Tulum, appropriately meaning wall. The Mayans who lived here and throughout the region were notably ahead of their time, proficient in mathematics and astronomy, skilled in building infrastructure, and talented in producing textiles. The early Mayans grew pineapples, papayas, vanilla. Tulum served as an important hub from which these and the riches of copper, turquoise, and jade could be imported inland or traded overseas to Central and Southern America. When exploring Tulum, keep an eye out for the markings of the diving god, the descending god. Here, more so than any other Mayan location, this god was worshipped perhaps because of the abundance of cenotes, entrances to the underworld. At its most basic, a cenote is a sinkhole resulting from collapsing limestone rock. Left exposed is fresh groundwater beds of gathered rain. I've never done anything like this. Oftentimes, only a small portion of limestone gives way, revealing glorious caves below. Over 6,000 cenotes dot the landscape of the Yucatan Peninsula, and many have yet to be explored. Researchers have only recently begun to understand the significance of settlements built near cenotes. They provided fresh water and a means to determine the calendar. Certain cenotes mouthed a number of sacrifices. Believed to house the god of life-giving rain, Shak, a community would offer its valuables, or perhaps in desperate drought-ridden years, a fellow human. No visit to Tulum is complete without a day exploring the cenotes. We were lucky. Amon, the god of corn, paid us an unexpected visit. Fresh homemade lunch before heading further into the jungle. With only 5% of its structures uncovered, this is Coba, the once central hub of ancient Mayan life here on the Yucatan Peninsula. Coba is not one ruin, but rather a large group of ceremonial sites. In recent years, archaeologists have uncovered as many as 50 original white limestone roads stretching from Coba out into the Mayan world. One travels as far as 62 miles. Built 1,500 years ago, these roads are still passable. Follow one and arrive at the Noach Mole, the Great Pyramid. Not for the faint of heart, the tallest Mayan structure on the peninsula is still climbable. Let's go on up. Brave its 120 steps and get a 50-meter high view of the sweeping Mayan jungle, and make an offering to Zamanek, the god of travelers, while imagining all those places still left to be discovered.